Now he's got an opening maneuver. We call it the Fort Worth, Texas, America. It is 4 snap rolls on takeoff. One for each one of those words. Double one to come up. And we're leaving one of those snap rolls. There's the Fort. There's the word. There's the Texas. And there's the America. Give Jan Collmer a big round of applause. At our briefing this morning, this very humorous man from Dallas, Texas, I said, Jan, can I tell the people how old you are and proud of it? He said, heck yes, I don't care. The man flying for you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the first week in December will be 77 years young. Ha! And that's not an exaggeration. Boy, he's got a great history. He was trained by the Navy back in 1954. He was in active service, then in the reserves, then retired by close association with the Navy over these years. Now, as he comes back in with his German design aircraft, it's called the Extra 300, designed by Walter Extra of Germany. He goes into a maneuver we call the machete, the knife in the sky, flying the FINA sponsored Extra. All right, now we're going to have a little education, a little division challenge for you. As Jan Collmer from Dallas, Texas turns around, he's going to be executing a roll. 4 times. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. That's a 360-degree roll. Stopped it 4 times. Folks, do the division. How many degrees did he do on each one of those stops? You got it in your mind? Now he's going to double the difficulty factor for you. He's going to come back in. He's going to do 8 hesitations this time, making life more difficult on himself and on your division. So let's watch the nose to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many degrees did that make you stop? If you said 45, you were right. All right, now he's going to combine 2 maneuvers into one. He's gonna draw you with the smoke system provided by J.J. Janovitz and his crew. He's gonna draw you a big cake in the sky, a big round cake. And of course everybody on the cake. So he's gonna put a little frosting on the cake. So he's making that cake for you now. He gently pulls back on the stick. He ran a company called Collmer Semiconductor and high voltage power systems for almost 45 years. There's the icing on the cake. Give Mr. Jan Collmer a big round of applause. Now this guy who's always got a lot of humor, always a lot of fun, he's going to give you a present. He's got a present for you. He's going to draw you what he put the present in. It's a box. He's going to do the square loop or the box in the sky. And then you're going to have to decide what he's going to give you. All right, straight back down to the left side of the box. And then pulls back on the stick. Right away, what was in that box? Well, it was Jan Collmer. He was on the inside the entire time. All right, now, as he makes his way back around, he's going to try to defy the law of gravity. He's going to fight the law, and the law is going to win. He's going to do what we call the tail slide. Go straight up. Now, let's fade that music now. It's going to get quiet. I'm going to put the light homing into the sleep. Chiropractor, here we go. Bring that engine back to life, and Dan will give me that music back, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, Jan Collmer and the tail slide. His 30th Airshow season as a civilian, 500 live performances from coast to coast, and he's got so much energy left, he'll be around doing this for a long time. Now, I told you we're going to honor Charlie Hiller. Contest, Charlie Hiller is over in Europe, and he did this maneuver, the torque roll. Now, people had seen enough vertical roll, but they had not seen what Charlie Hiller did next in his spin special. He backed it up and continued to rotate the airplane. By doing so, then Fort Worth natives brought home the title of the best aerobatic pilot in the world to the United States of America. Give Jan Collmer and the late Charlie Hiller a big round of applause for reenacting that maneuver. Now, there's a guy by the name of Ladislav Basak, who defected from the Czech Republic many years ago with his family in a Russian owned airplane. They were in hot pursuit. He taught us how to do a maneuver that is a tumbling maneuver. It's called the Lumschubach. It means that you have drank too much much of their national drink called plum brandy. This is what happens to you. You try to walk and whoops, end over end you go. No much about his street slang. It's hard to translate, but it means too much of their very potent national drink, plum brandy. Now let's take you back in time with Mr. Jan Collmer, the FINA sponsored Extra 300. By the way, 300 means the amount of horsepower that the light-only engine made in America since 1929 produces on the airplane. He's going to be executing the triple implement. Now, even going back to World War I, the impact when he entered his own flight was altitude. Max implement developed a way to engage in air-to-air combat. Now, picture another airplane coming in, head on to Jan Collmer. This would be the beginning of air-to-air combat. Now, Max Immelman said, if I can get high on the adversary, I'll be on the first, we're ready to dive on it. So he did a half, followed by a half roll. Now, the World War I airplanes, that's all they could do. But watch Jan Collmer do a second implement, one half loop, and one half roll. Now, if you didn't think that was enough, out of this great airplane, this great pilot is going to squeeze in a third implement, and he applies gravity, takes it up, and this time all the way around. That is his skill. Again, give Mr. Jan Collmer a big round of applause. Find the all right, now, next what we're going to do, you have to see, and you notice the 4-point horizontal hesitation. This next one, you're going to do it with that. To the vertical, we call this the slice and dice. Going to do a high G pull. Right side of the cockpit. Slice the horizon by 90 degrees, slice and dice. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still has enough power to cap it off on top. This man on board of directors of the DFW airport for a long tenure, longer than anybody else ever has. He started along the Frontiers of Flight Museum at Dallas's Love Field, 100,000 square foot world-class aviation center. All right, now, what Jan Collmer's going to do is take you into sports. He said, I'm going to dedicate this Danny to the Rangers. This is a play in slow motion. That wide makes so much difference in other night's game. Slowing it way down as a tribute to the Texas Rangers. All right, now get your thinking caps on. You divide it for me. The 4-point roll. You do the going into 360-degree roll. You stop at 4 exact times, 90 degrees. Then you do the second one, the 8-point roll. You have to stop at 45 degrees. Now Jan is going to stop 16 times. Due to the division, it's going to be a little bit tougher, and we'll count along as he comes in low to your right. Up goes the note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Jan Collmer. How many degrees on each one will stop? You're right, 22.5 degrees. Everybody's a winner. Buy yourself a Dr. Pepper. All right, now, we saw the Charlie Hillard torque roll done with smoke, which reduced the visibility of this award-winning championship maneuver. Dan's going to keep the smoke off deliberately. Okay, all the steam dissipates. Now, it goes to clutch, into reverse, back around, still rotating on the tail, still rotating on the tail, still worried about the earth, and recovering. That's what it looks like without smoke. Jan Collmer, former chairman of the Dallas Chamber of Commerce, a member of the International Council of Air Shows, and he served for 6 years on the Texas Aerospace Commission after an appointment by then Governor George W. Bush. A very successful man. He flew the Navy piston-powered aircraft. He flew the Navy jet-powered aircraft in his active status. And then into without smoke. Then looked about watch what the tail does and the nose does. And watch the recovery. He called that the first for a while. That's the flip. Then you flop end over end. And then you fly, you start to become a pilot again. Now using the Texas wind coming in from the south, Jan's going to slow his FINA sponsored Extra 300 down and do what we call the high alpha pass. This is a dedication to the AB-8B Marine Corps Harrier pilots who fly the Harrier jump jet. They can take off like a Bell helicopter, hover over the ground. But it's a pure jet and can reach speeds of 600 miles per hour in a very short time. Let's get it real slow. Let's put that nose way up. And let's do that balancing act. And you fill up your camera. Areas that are filling up fast. Well, I told you about Jan Collmer's naval career, very active civic career and business career, and this is a dedication to 100 years of naval aviation. It was when the Navy first started to fly airplanes. We are celebrating 100 years of that, and Jan is celebrating too with his series of victory rolls down the flight line. His salute to all his colleagues in the United States Navy, past, present, and future. All right, with eyes and cameras over your right shoulder, here comes Jan Collmer in the FINA-sponsored Extra in the photo pass. By the way, I told you about his career in business and his career in Airshow aviation. This marks Jan's 56th year as a pilot. So right now, today, he is 76. His 56th year as a pilot. I can even do that. It is not over your left shoulder. It is not over your right shoulder. It is coming in over your left shoulder, banking in on the photo pass. He's going to use our corner markers and bring the plane down. You can take a peek at the cockpit. Didn't mean to confuse you. He's coming in on your left in the photo pass. You might get him right above some of our tactical jets, or right above the F-16 of the Thunderbird. What a shot that is. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Mr. Jan Collmer, who is not done yet. All last year he hit some balls. He came to our safety briefing last year at 8:30, dressed like the mayor of Fort Worth. He had a big 11-gallon hat on and a pretty coat and cowboy boots and with his pants tucked in, and he did it well. It was pretty fun. Anyway, there's Jan on final approach. We call this the loopy landing. Not the type of landing that everybody does. Got to be on final approach. And yes, he's changing direction. And yes, he's upside down. And this is the one that drives all the tower operators nuts. Right about in here, they said, land anywhere, Jan. And man, I picked a bad day to quit sniffing loose. From the movie Airplane. That's not me. No reflection. That's me. All right, coming in with the side split maneuver. That's where you put the airplane fuselage into the wind. Use the fuselage to slow you down without gaining extra speed. Use it as a speed brake. And then put the main gear down very gently. What a dynamic individual. All the things he's done for the area. A Dallas native, and still smiling, still active, still a great deal of fun. We usually sit together on the front row at the briefings, and he's such a congenial guy. He likes to talk to everybody and likes to make comments, and I have to keep his verbiage down to a minimum because we get put in the penalty box. That's a dump seat up in the front row where everybody is looking at you. Wave to Jan Collmer, if you will. A great Texas citizen, a great pilot, celebrating United States Navy, serving his country, serving the community, sponsored by FINA. And let's see, yeah, we're going to get him out of that FINA special. And it is a matter of switches and valves.